Hello, my loves. I have to share something with you. Have you ever had one of those days that just, like a comedy of errors? You get up and you stub your toe, and then you smack your head on the wall as you're bending down to get something or to rub your sore toe. And then, you get into the bathroom, you have a shower, and you realise you haven't brought your undies in with you, or whatever. Just one of those days. Well, I decided to share my day so far with you. I have, and it's more of a shit we put ourselves through kind of message. For a while, I haven't been well, as you probably know, but sometimes worse than others. And last month was a bit of a schmozzle. And I really wanted to do my readings, which I do. You'll see me fidgeting, but don't worry about that. I really wanted to do some readings, but the problem was that I kept finding problems. I wasn't well enough. But then in where I am, it's hard to find a place to actually do them. And the place down the back, beautiful, but someone else in the house got sick, so they had the television on really, really loud, so I couldn't do them in there. I couldn't do them in here because it was breakfast, and the one time I tried to do them in here, it just went to shit. So, and I couldn't do them out in the other room because I was unwell and could not sit on the floor. It goes on and on. I got a fold-out table, but it's too high to do sitting down on a chair. You know what I mean? I just kept finding these over and over and over problems. And then today, I realised it's crazy making what we do to ourselves. I'm not one for beautifying myself, as you could probably guess. And I have had this overwhelming self-induced pressure that in order to do what I do and be seen and be heard, I had to look a certain way, behave a certain way, and do my readings a certain way. So today I thought, right, I'm going to do these readings. That's it. I'm just going to get them done. And so it started. My hair wouldn't dry properly. And then, because I have no, visible eyelashes or eyebrows, I bought on eyelashes and have spent, a good part of an hour trying to learn how to stick on false eyelashes. And then, because I do so much with my hands, my nails are trashed. I thought, well, I can't, if I'm just going to do my hand tarot reading, I can't just have crappy nails because, people have commented on my hair's looking good when I do just the over-the-top shot of my readings. So I've got stick-on nails. Well, because this is where it goes nuts. Because my nails are so bad, I have to put something on them. And I thought, well, right, this is a good idea. If I just glue the nails over the top of the nail polish, then I'll just be able to peel them off. when I'm done with my readings. Beautiful. No damage to my nails. That worked well until I tried to do something and they just popped off. So here are my beautiful fake nails that I've spent quite a bit of time and money on that you probably wouldn't even notice if I hadn't brought them up. So I was going through the processes of swearing profusely at false eyelashes and all of this. And I just heard, why? Like, you know what? Why are you doing this to yourself? Does it really matter if people don't hear your message and judge you for not having eyelashes or, not having, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got a top on. It has dog hair and fluff from this and, and I just drove myself crazy as what am I going to wear? What would look good on camera? Mental, so that by the time I actually sit down and do my readings for you, I've got a headache, or I feel nauseous, or whatever. And I'm sure there are people like you out there who can completely relate to what we put ourselves through in order to be right. Not as in correct, but as in, that's how it should be. That's how it's acceptable. That's what people like to see. That, all the marketing stuff, lighting and filters and all this hoo-ha, the right makeup and the setting spray. What is setting spray? What is that? And why does it have an effect? Excuse me. See, this is another thing. Shit. Why does, when we're on a spiritual path, this isn't a makeup channel or a, whatever. This is a spiritual channel. This is about getting past the mind shit that I'm beautifully giving you an example of right now into what's really important. Now, to me, excuse me while I just turn this around. To me, what's really important is the energy of somebody else, the energy of the cards, the energy that I get from spirit, the energy of my animals sitting around me, the energy of crystals being around me, and twinkly lights. And when I talk to somebody else or share a message with somebody else, it's the energy of that person that I see. Again, I'm going to feel. I worked in a whole heap of areas. But 99% of them have been in service to others of some description. And I can have a full discussion with somebody, and when they leave, if you were to ask me what they looked like, what colour eyes did they have, how tall were they, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Would not have a clue. What I could tell you is their heart rates, what they're afraid of, the energy, whether they're kind and compassionate or whether they're, fearful and selfish because of this fear. I can tell you all of that. Can I tell you what they were wearing? No. If I'm in public, my mother will say, "Oh, did you see the shoes on that person?" I'm like, "No, I don't look at shoes. That's not to say, I'm not saying that anything like this is bad. Nothing is bad. Nothing's good. I'm just saying that these are the mental twists we turn ourselves into. And I'm sure that everybody has their own thing that attracts them. You know, I personally am attracted to vibrant people who really love what they're doing and share what they're doing. Do I find myself sometimes judging them? Yes. Then do I say, really? Who are you to judge? Yes, I do. However, everybody's attracted to different things. So my question was, why do we spend so much time and energy trying to appeal to other people when A, we could never appeal to everybody because everybody's so different, and B, on the soul path that we are all on, shouldn't we trust, and this is definitely for me, shouldn't we all trust that our energy will carry to the people who will respond to our energy? So I had this big moment of, does it really matter? Does it really matter if 1 month you are so tired you can hardly do your hair? And should that stop you from sharing your gift with other people? No. If it stops other people from wanting to hear my gift because my hair is messy, that's their road, that's their path. But should any limits put on me stop me from sharing my gift? Does it matter if I'm sitting on my bed when I do it? Does it matter if I'm sitting on my floor when I do it? Does it really matter? Or does what I'm doing matter more? Not where I'm doing it or how I look when I'm doing it. These are the things that are part of all of our growth, no matter how long we've been on the path, no matter how developed we are, no matter how many books we've read and how many hours of meditation we're going to, and how much self-growth and development we've done, we will still find things that make us go, what? No, really? Is really? Let's have a good look at that. Let's really have a good look at that. So, you know, there's one piece of the puzzle. I always have a good look at stuff. So I did. I had a good look at stuff. And I decided to share it with you because when you're on the path, you're growing and learning. So that shouldn't be something to hide or to be ashamed of, because what you've learned comes from where you were and now you know better. So I thought, all right, self, why do you think that this is important? What is it about you sharing your gifts, your messages from Spirit? What is it about that you believe needs something else to attract people to hear that message? Put it in another way, flip it. Why do you feel that your message is not valuable if it doesn't come wrapped in a pretty package with a bow on top? What is it about that you feel your message and sharing that with others is not enough? Okay, right. See, the thing that nobody tells you about the soul's path when you're doing all this self-development and learning and stuff. Nobody tells you that it's like there's a word. You know the symbol that's a maze, except it's called something else. Anyway, it's like a maze, and you go into it thinking, excellent, I'll go in here. Here goes my mouse because it doesn't matter. I'll go in here and I'll just keep walking through it. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll just keep walking through and I'll come out the other side. Excellent. It's a bit scary going in. I'll walk through it. I'll come out the other side. No. You walk in and there's this like T intersection and you kind of go, right, which way from here? Question number 1. How do I know which way to go? Question number 2. What if I get it wrong? Question number 3. And then the question's just, and you're stuck standing there looking at this direction. And then every time you find the answer to a question, all right, go left. Go left. Excellent. Answer. Walking along. Next question. It could be, I wonder why I turned left. So another corner will come up and you stand there for a while. You go, well, in the past I turned left because that was the safest way for me. That was the way, if you ever get lost, just keep turning left and you'll come back around. Whole thing when you're on a block. If you ever forget your way, just keep turning left and you'll come back to the, okay. So I turned left before because that was the safest way for me to go. Wonder what would happen if I turned right and got brave. Anyway, this is the metaphor I'm using. It's a maze. So back to my question. Why do I feel that my message won't be heard unless it's packaged in a bow? Long story short, because when I was young, I was not your usual little girl. I was grubby, I was messy, I was a daydreamer. I played with worms and snails. I used to like lying on the grass with my dog and just looking at the clouds. I didn't give 2 tosses about fairy dresses or pretty clothes or ribbons and bows. And I just didn't fit the mold. And my older sister fit the mold beautifully. She was, every parent thinks, oh God, I'd love a child who just cleaned up after themselves, or can you please not trash your clothes? When you take your clothes off, can you, kind of fold them over a chair or something instead of scrumpling them up on the floor? Everything. Can you clean up after yourself? Can you do this? Everything you can possibly imagine is wishing for a child. Do well in school. Be a good kid. Be nice to others. Blah, blah, blah. Participate. Whatever. Speak with respect. She was it. She was fantastic. Literally, she was brilliant. For years, I held that against her. But, now I see all the depth of it. The reason I believed for so long, and up to today, by the way, still working through that my message wasn't enough unless it was packaged properly, correctly, acceptable to the vast majority, is because it wasn't ever when I was growing up. Ever. Whatever I wanted to share, got shut down. I got spoken over. I got put down, told that I was off in fairyland. I can just be quiet. That kind of thing. Whereas sister, and this is no judgment. Bear these in mind. No judgment of her. No judgment on my parents. Absolutely none. It's just how it was and how I interpreted it. Okay? She was clean, tidy, pretty. She was intelligent. She worked hard at school. She made things beautiful around her. She loved beauty and, a clean bedroom and beautiful written books at school and that kind of stuff. So when she spoke, she was listened to. Whereas mine was just kind of some ramblings about what I saw in the cloud. You know what I mean? It was a different time. But that stuff has an effect on you. So I think the reason I'm sharing this with you is to show you that our path is involved not just with peeling back the onion, taking layers off and layers off and layers off and layers off, and we go back. No. The way to fast track your path, your soul development and your soul understanding, and to find the real core of you is to bust through it. Just go directly to the core. What is it about this situation that I feel this? I can guarantee you it'll come down to one of three things and then boil down to one thing. One of the three is I'm not lovable, I'm not worthy, and I am not enough. And if you reduce I'm not lovable and I'm not worthy, it all comes down to I am not enough. My message in my head is not enough without, makeup and correct setting and the camera angle. It all boils down to my soul and my soul's message to you, or spirit through my soul, isn't enough. Now, how much kind of bullshit is that? It's like total crap. My question to you is, how do you do that? Where do you do that in life? Where you would just rather share you, share yourself, share who you are, and share what you've got to give without having to make it, a Mardi Gras float. Not that there's anything wrong with Mardi Gras. I love Mardi Gras. It's a whole other video. I love it. Because it's all sparkly, flashy, people are dancing. It's freaking awesome music. So nothing against Mardi Gras. What is it about us and our message and our gift that we feel we have to do this? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your stories and for you to share your vulnerability with me about why we do it to ourselves. Why do we do it to ourselves? Please share it with me. And I'm going to go now and get rid of my headache and work out what I'm going to do to get these readings done so that you can get some messages from Spirit through me, however they come out. All right, my loves. I love you lots. Thank you for letting me share this. And I'll talk to you soon. Now I have to bend down and get my mouse. Ta-da! All right.